Hey guys, Saul here. Today I'm drinking some of my homebrewed beer finally, and I'm also playing this indie game called Zombie Smasher, and this game is just like a ton of fun. I highly recommend it for anybody who is a fan of just any kind of like a do nothing, or I shouldn't say do nothing, but like just kind of sit back and watch the gameplay itself sort of game. Oh man, this game is just too much fun though in a lot of ways. Basically, the point of the game is to save all these little yellow dots that you see everywhere right now. We haven't actually started the game, so nothing's really happening right now. I'm kind of doing I'm in the placement phase so right now. Sort of the point is to hold back the zombies while you save all the humans, but if you're clever like me, you can actually usually find a way to bait all the zombies into an area or cut them off and kill them. And it's a little harder to do later in the game, but I'm going to see if I can do it right now. Yeah, you can see I just started up. Helicopter's going to come into this area that I placed right over here, and it's going to alert everybody in the area that we get this helicopter landing, so everybody get there to get saved. Doesn't really pick up people very fast. So you do have to wait, and you got to just make sure that you're protecting all your human people. You can also see that these purple dots who are the zombies, or the Z as the game calls it. By the way, yeah, they're gonna get blown up. But it's pretty easy for them to get converted to zombies, as in any zombie game, really. And it looks like I got the skills enough on this one to actually beat them all. So I got a victory on that. So it didn't really matter too much on the helicopter part of it, but I still won. Now, what you can see here is that it's actually has some persistent leveling to it. As I move along in the game, I level up the helicopter, the snipers, the bait I use, the landmines, just everything has its own level, and you can choose what you want to upgrade to it. The entire point of the game, this is sort of the campaign part of it, is the victory track down here, and I want to get to the end of the victory track before the zombies do. They get their own amount of points. And when I take out all the zombies, I actually capture the territory, and it gives me extra points, which is kind of neat. So anyway, that's sort of how you play the game, and then you can see here, this is your overworld. What I want to do is ultimately capture as many territories as I can to keep the zombies at bay, and get more victory points and win the game. There's sort of a story that goes on. Eventually I just didn't even pay attention to it, but take a sip of my beer. I think it is actually kind of funny. I've read a couple other things on it, but usually I don't pay too much attention to it. They got a research area here, which is just sort of like you buy upgrades and all that. I don't even think I have enough. I don't really start you out with enough, but it's just sort of encouraging you to save these special units when you're playing the game. Something I didn't notice until really late, by the way, is that you actually can see what you're going to deploy in each match just by looking over this mercenary roster. And it's still random, but eventually you have to pick between whether you want to do like a really hard territory or a really easy one. Right now all of them are easy for me since I haven't really got too far in the game yet. But when it is really hard to do, you probably want to look over here at the mercenary roster and say like, oh, okay, it doesn't really look like I can take them on with these guys, so I'll do an easier difficulty. And that's something I don't think the game really communicated very well, especially like where this is and what it represents. But that's just sort of my tip to you if you decide to play this game. Yeah, a little bit about this game. One of the reasons I got turned onto it was because of the Humble Bundle that came out, I don't know, about a month ago, I think. And I played through this. This sort of got added on late in the Humble Bundle, and I said, well, this game looks kind of fun, and I should check it out. But the Humble Bundle was a really great way for me to grab like a ton of games, and now they got another one up for Frozen Synapse, so I do recommend you guys check that out if you can. I had played this developer's previous game, which was called Flotilla, and that game was actually extremely fun too. But it was a little more. It was kind of like this. You have sort of these turns that you take, and very meticulous in what you do. But this one's a little more just fun, I think. Whereas Flotilla is a little more strategy and tactics, but with a little bit of a fun flair to it, just sort of an arcadey flair. Oh, I forgot I can... Oh, yeah. I've got this artillery this time, so I can actually blow these guys up. I don't think I'll actually get all the zombies this time, unfortunately. Some other kind of weird... one thing I would like to note about this is that if you don't do very well at the beginning of the game, as in the campaign, the metagame, I recommend just starting over, because there's a really good chance that you're just going to lose altogether. The game really ramps up in difficulty about a third of the way through, and it just gets to the point where it's like, why am I still playing this? Oh, where did that... Oh, man, they just ruined it. One zombie gets in, they're just going to... And you got like a large group of dots here. They're just going to convert like everybody. It's ridiculous. But at this point I've already... Oh wait, no I haven't. I need one more guy. Okay, I just won right there. Got enough guys. Not as well as I wanted to do though. Let's see if I can save these guys right here. Drop a nuke down. Yeah, I really like this game. Yeah, so let's see, if you start to lose, start over, and yeah, the more weapons that you acquire throughout the game, the better it is. The more chances you have of actually capturing everyone, of actually defeating all the zombies at once, which honestly gets really hard later on. But if you have the right guns, I guess, then you can possibly do it. Usually you can upgrade the helicopter pretty early on, and I always do the one that's load time, which is how fast the people actually get on there. Really recommend that, because it makes for really quick snap-ups of all the people. Take another sip here. So anyway, that's kind of the whole game at this point. A lot of good humor. I really like the style, and the music. Music is great. Let me just I'll turn it up here for a second, so I can get all this stuff. It's just like this Hawaiian vibe to it, like your classic 1950s vibe. I really, really like that. If you're wondering why I play with the sound so low, it's because I'm trying to talk to you guys and listen to myself at the same time, because I love the sound of my voice. And it's kind of hard to concentrate if I have the music and sound up too loud. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole game. I really recommend this. I also recommend checking out Flotilla if you've never heard of it. And especially recommend checking out the Humble Bundle, as I'm sure the next Humble Bundle, next big Humble Bundle they do, I'm sure that'll be pretty awesome. As the last one was like, I don't know, I got like 15 games I think total, and this happened to be one of them. And I played this one the most. But yeah, it ended up being a really great value, really great bang for your buck, I suppose. But yeah, definitely check it out. And I know I'm gonna want to preview a few more indie games here pretty soon. I think I might make this even like a regular feature, just because I think a lot of these games deserve to be played and just and watched by everyone, as they get a little bit of attention these days, but not as much as they think they deserve. So I definitely want to give a shout out to more indie developers. And by the way, this was at PAX, and I got to meet a developer. He was extremely cool, and I gave him some of my feedback. Actually, told him like what I thought about the difficulty of the game, and like how it might have been improved. And I think he actually, I felt like I was being a little rude at one point, just being like, I feel like an asshole, just being like, you need to do your game like this, and not like this. But he was cool about it. He took my feedback, and he seemed to appreciate it. So I do like that. I like that about any developer, really, not just indie developers. And I think that's a really good quality to have, the ability to take feedback from your consumers. But yeah, this game is just extremely fun. I've locked in these guys here, so they're gonna have a really hard time getting to the helicopter. Yeah, this is actually like this is the only way they can get through, I think. So I might just section this off. I just kind of realized that just now. And I can chop these nukes on them. Yeah, and these little blue dots, by the way, the scientists you want to get. Well, anyway, guys, I'm sure I'll see you on the next video. I'm sure I'll have some more homebrewed beer to drink, and I know I do, actually, because I had about 5 gallons of it when all was said and done. But yeah, I do recommend this game, and you guys have a good one.